Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening and welcome to round 5 of the Australian NASCAR Truck Series, coming to you live tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Qualifying has been underway now for just under 4 minutes and the grid's looking to be set. It looks like at the moment a Nitro 1-2 in the front row with a couple still left to qualify, and joining me in the booth tonight is Mr. Dean Biggles.
Good evening, everybody. Yep, we'll be filling in for a couple of sick peoples, unfortunately, my friend. They're not sick, Nigel. They're just like, we're going to the Melbourne Formula 1 GP, so I've got a cough.
Nah, that's okay. Matt Danson, he's racing tonight. He can't talk, so and Mr. Dave Douglas, he's enjoying himself over and the Australian Grand Prix. So hope you're having fun down there, Dave, and we'll see you in the booth next week. So yeah, tonight, Las Vegas. We'll have a quick look at the grid for tonight.
Yeah, Dave just sent a message actually saying he just got back to the hotel. He's going to give the earbuds a test, but they're not great. So he's going to watch along tonight, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show after he has a shower. They're getting ready to grid up actually at the moment. There's your schedule currently there, my friend, as you say. We are in Viva Las Vegas as we're getting about halfway through the regular season.
A couple of good tracks coming up, Miami, then the famous Martinsville. But let's go to the grid for tonight. And starting out of position 1 is Zach Sears representing Nitro Racing. Outside of the front row is Dave O, as I call him, because I'm not even going to attempt on that last name. Brad Wright coming out of position 3. Josh Mickamore in 5. Jason Holdsworth coming in position 5. Ruben Phelps representing SRM is coming out of position 6. Matt Danson from Altus Esports coming in at number 7. Position 8, Kay Taydale. Position 9 is Simboy's Gary Wellman. Position 10 was last week's winner in the X Series, Aaron Borg. Andy Barber from Southern Stars starts off in 11th place with Sam Smith representing Team Prime coming out of position 12. Bradley Cairns is in 13th, Jamie Davis 14th, Marty Mitchell 15th, Brendan Griffiths representing Project 36, the first of their cars, coming out of position 16. Luke Patton coming out of position 17 with Aaron Major coming out of 18. Ryan Barber, teammate to his father Andy, coming out of position 19. Dean Powell in 20th. Trent Larville 21st with Aaron Dorman, who's my co-commentator on Tuesday night, is coming out of 22nd. Angus Lawford in 23rd and Carl Wilkinson Withy coming out of 24th. As we keep going down the field at the moment, Tyler Williams coming off an impressive top 3 performance in the ANC series, starting out at 25th. David Lawler in 26th, Jaron Gilbert in 27th. 28th is Josh King. 29th, Stephen Gerber. 30th is Brad Newman. 31st is Tim Blundell. 32nd, that's not actually me, Brian Blundell out of 33rd. Maxie Marshall 34th, and Shane Edgar 35th. I've got through them all.
Good job. Yeah, I was wondering how you managed to qualify in 32nd spot.
I'm starting to wonder that.
So they're going to make their way down the back stretch to start us off. So it'll be Ford at the front. Well, Toyota, of course, Zachary. Just switch a ring between them. Don't blow up Ford, please.
here we go. We're starting to head towards the green flag. It's going to be a good race tonight. Usually when you at night time, usually there's a little bit more grip out there. Track temps tonight are 74 and clear. There's only a little bit of wind around there tonight, so the track is dry, of course. Yeah, 24 degrees. Well, I'm 74. I've got the other terms on my screen, but yeah, as we head around now, as we enter the Geico restart zone, and we are away at Las Vegas.
Yeah, look at that. iRacing, thank you very much for illuminating the track walls and not the cars, as they eventually will. This is the second nighttime race today that I could barely see the cars. All those fantastic liveries, they're starting to come into picture at the moment there. Zachary in the lead.
It looks like we've got a 4-car line up at the start from Nitro Racing, with Sears, Davo, Micklemore and Holdsworth all lining up together. The thing is with this track is that you can easily just flat-foot it for the first 5 or 6 laps, but you will get caught out later on in the run. Oh, we got a yellow already.
Oh, that's Steve Gerber, and who else is involved there? That's another truck.
Yes.
Is that Carl? Yes, it is.
That's the car. Looks like there's not too much damage on those cars though, so they'll just go down there, fix whatever's they need to be fixed for a couple seconds, I would imagine, and they'll be back out there again as we watch the replay. The Project 36 car 136 got a little loose.
Yeah.
Got loose. And unfortunately, the 136 and the 61, Steve Gerber and David Lawler, unfortunately, just wrong place, wrong time. A little bit of rear end damage there on Carl's car, which I think you fixed that up pretty easily. And we're under yellow for the first time tonight.
There's a perspective here from our friend Mr. Carl. Is going to see go just loose on by himself. Bang! He gets a tag.
Yep, it can happen on these tracks if you just try to, like I said before, if you flat-foot it through these corners, which you can, it can get loose on you. And also too, it does burn your tyres up a little bit quicker than normal, so you usually just ease off that throttle a little bit for the first couple of laps just to get everyone into their rhythm. As the 651 of Marty Mitchell's down pit road, I don't think he got any damage out of that one.
No, that's an alternative, just a little splash and dash, I would imagine, early in this one. Brad Newman comes in.
And Matt Danson's in as well.
David Lawler.
David Lawler's in from Project 36, and the 4-car of who have we got there?
Tim's the number 4.
Tim Blundell's. Yeah. I've got it on my other screen here, and I should be looking at it, but I'm not. But I'll look at it from now on because it's a lot easier. So here we go around again. I reckon we one more lap, and the pace car lights will go out.
DD10 out there says lots of fun. Sunburn AF. Not ideal day one. Tell them to turn the lights on. Exactly. That's the second time they forgot to pay the lighting bill here in Vegas, my friend, and iRacing's forgot to pay for it, and 65 turning and burning. I presume, DD out there, you were in. That's Dave Douglas. Of course, you got sunburn because you've been out at the. They didn't do free practice today, did they? I think it's tomorrow.
No, practice starts.
Hope you enjoy it, my friend. I remember I got my paddock pass from 2003 or 2004. Been a couple of times anyway. Pace car lights are out. Sorry?
But Dave, if he's going to the Grand Prix tomorrow, go to Sliders on Tyres for a burger, and their chips are amazing. They're good friends of mine, so a little shout out to those guys as well. So if you're at the Grand Prix, go and check those guys out because their sliders are absolutely magnificent. As the pace car lights are coming out.
I wanted to ask, there's a great spot, I think, on it's a little hill. It's better. I've been to I've been to grandstands. I said I've been paddock pass above the Ferrari garage. Actually, that's the best place. You can see the drivers walk down the hallways because remember they don't have any motorhomes in Australia. However, there's a great spot. I have to remember what turn it is and let you know that, Dave. If you've got the general admission tickets, you can walk around the track. That's a good thing about Albert Park. You can do that. It's
a great facility. I've been to a couple of them.
But for now, we're in Viva Las Vegas, baby.
We're going down the back straight away as we head into turn 3. Looks like we got the Nitro lockout on the first 2 rows. Just behind them, Ruben Phelps, Brad Wright, Gary Wellman, Dow, Barber, Borg, Can, Smith, Davis, Griffiths, Major, Patton, Powell, Ryan Barber, Trent Laville, and Stevie Williams. Not Stevie Williams, that's Jared Williams rounding out your top 20. Oh no, David Lawler's there now. As here we go again. Let's see how we go. Let's get a couple laps in, boys.
Sounds like a law firm.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So
the green flag's waving and we're away.
yeah, they step out of the shadows and into the spotlight of the racing. Zachary still in the lead, getting some pressure there from Davey, and then a little bit of a gap forming back to Josh and Jason.
3 wide at the back here. We've got Sam Smith and the 2 Project 36 cars. That's worked out all right. As we're going into 3 wide, going into 3 there. Looks like the 6. 1, 2, 3, and another Project 36. As the order starts to sort themselves out, and this is when everyone needs to just get into their rhythm a little bit. Get yourselves a couple laps, settle yourselves into a rhythm, and then it's all go. The 5 car of Andy Barber, he's really looking forward to a solid finish tonight. He's had a pretty rough start to the season, but what this will mean to him tonight to maybe get a good top 10 or a top 5 finish will mean the world to him. He's been with the Cyclones. He's been monitoring them, so a good result for him tonight will mean the world to him.
Yeah, Cyclones. Well, how many did you have? Oh yeah, we had one up here in Brisbane. I know what you mean, but we have another caution. That's
yellow.
That's Angus, definitely in the fence, pointing in the wrong direction out of turn 1.
It looks like there's not too much damage on that truck, so he should be able to. Well, with a little bit on the back, but I think he should be able to fix that up, and he'll get back out there. No dramas at all. Let's just see what happened here. Got.
Who was the other truck that was involved?
I think he just wanted. I think he was trying to. Oh, here we go.
It's going to get into him here.
He's
Comes up,
have
bang.
I think he wanted to see that sponsor on the side door there. He couldn't read it, so he just thought, I'm going to go up a little bit closer to see it.
That's Azza that came up and doored him.
Mr. Dorman.
No pun intended there, Azza, but he did door him.
Yep.
Let's have a look. So you'll see in a second. He goes bang.
Yep, bang. And unfortunately, poor old.
That's a hard lick into the inside apron there for Aaron. So you can see the side panel. There's some damage on that truck on the right.
Yeah, that truck looks like it might be game over by the look of that front left.
Yeah, will be a couple of pit stops there from Andy Barber there. Brendan Griffiths goes into Luke Patton, Ryan Barber.
But these guys have got nothing to lose though. They can come down the pit road and they can keep topping up with fuel. They haven't really used their tyres yet, so they can chuck a bit of fuel in and work their way up the order. It's we've got them all coming to pit road. How many is there? There's about
half
2,
the field.
4, 6. Yeah, half the field's down at the moment.
Well, you're right. If you're running in the midfield, the mid-pack there, or at least at the back of the train, you are not going to lose much because they're going to head out. I'll show you the track map out there for everybody. They're going to pop back out ahead of the lead car, so they won't go a lap down.
And even still, like if you could even come back, you can even come back down pit road and put a little bit of fuel and go straight to the back because. You're not going to lose too much at the moment, and they'll give you that extra 1 or 2 laps of fuel that you can use later in the run. Fuel, I think there's about 45, 46 laps to a tank here off the top of my head. Yeah. I really haven't done any practice here this week.
I wanted to ask you that, Nigel, actually, seeing your car is out on track, but you're just obviously up here in the booth. How many laps are these guys going to get out of a full green flag run? Let's say, of course, when you've got cautions, it's going to slow things down a little bit. Ex-doggies out there, the lighting at this track is terrible. I know. Tell iRacing. I have beef with iRacing about this. Open it up and allow the public to add some lights if they want and verify it, test it, and then say, okay, that's good. If you don't want to spend any money on your own staff doing it, allow the moderating community to do it.
So, pace cars got the lights out, so we are going green this time again, and Zach Sears, he'll lead them to green again. Dave on the outside, Dave O, as I call him. Josh Mickelmore coming out of third. Jason Holdsworth fourth. Ruben Phelps in fifth. Gary Wellman in sixth. Brad Wright seventh. Aaron Borg is eighth. 9th is Bradley Cairns, and 10th is K.T. Dow.
Make sure you like and subscribe and support the fantastic Australian NASCAR eSeries network. Of course, plenty of racing to go. We've got upcoming on the weekend too. We've got the ANC is back again. That'll be a fantastic one. Then roll over next week. We've got another one then on Tuesdays. Thursdays, we got racing all the time. For now, this is round 5 of the Australian NASCAR eSeries Truck Series. And perhaps if we do another caution, you could probably go over how the standings are as well too, Nigel. Series.
100%. As the pace car is about to head off again, these cars are going to hit to that Geico restart zone. I think, geez, I'm going to guess where he's going to go here. I reckon start of the box. And here we go. Pace car is in. We're going back green flag racing. Flag is away, and we're away again. Clean start by everyone. Those nitro cars trying to get themselves back in the line. As we look back in the field, there's 2 or 3 wide as they're coming out of turn 2. You wouldn't want to burn that throttle too hard yet, because you just spin right out. Here we go again. Oh, look at everyone. Looks like they're going to get through. Yep, they're all through. Whoa, something happened now. I think someone hit the apron. I think one of the Project 36 cars.
I'll tell you
and
what.
I think the few.
Yeah. It's Yankee 1 and 2 at the front here at the moment. Zachary and Dave going for it 2 for Nal here in Viva Las Vegas. Their home neck of the woods. Well, in fact, every track that we have on our racing calendar is in their home neck of the woods.
Here we go. We got 3 wide. 3 wide. No, he puts it back in there. Ruben just puts in thing, and on the outside there at the moment, he's going to hang tough. And we got another yellow flag is waving in the air again.
It's for the David. Ooh, they're still continuing on. I think they've come together. 237 comes back up.
Oh no!
That's Jared. He did tag somebody, I believe.
No.
So first of all, it was David. We'll go back and have a look. So David, these 2 have come together for sure. I'd say.
Has Carl got loose again?
No, there it is. 237 comes up and hits him. Boom.
I'm not sure what happened then. We'll have to go back. We jump on board with the 237.
Yeah, that's Jared. So Jared's lost it.
Loose. He's loose. He's loose.
And then he's come back and bang, Dord.
Oh,
136.
no. Unlucky.
Who then comes back up and does he get... Oh, he comes back down, gives him a little love tap and says, all right, mate, you duel me, I'm going to duel you. Oh, there it is. It just clips one of the other cars in the background. So,
well, there wouldn't want to be a team manager at the moment at Project 36. I think there might be a bit of tension there in the room. I could only imagine. A few wrecked up race cars as they back down pit road again.
Yeah, half
Sam
the field
Smith,
again.
Yeah, Andy, Ryan, Brad Newman, Luke Patton, Marty Mitchell, Anchors Lawford. Will he be in there trying to fix a bit of that damage? Was it Anchors or was it David Lawler? I don't know.
David was David.
David, okay.
Yeah.
So Angus, he had a little bit of damage from the previous one, so he's probably getting a little bit more of that fixed as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the beauty of these cautions at the moment. It will allow them some time to pop down a pit lane and chip out some of those repairs to try to remain on the leading lap as much as possible. A couple of drivers aren't at the moment going a couple of laps down because they've had to spend a bit of time in pit road now. But, these drivers that are getting those splashes in pit road, they're going to come into play a little bit later on because so far the top 15 have not come down pit road.
No, well, it all depends. Like, if you haven't used much of your tyres, well, I don't think there'd be any point at the moment because you're really not even in that fuel window to make it on 2 stops. So at the moment, Shane Edker, he's our biggest mover at the moment. He's up to 14th. He's up 21 positions. Some of the others are Brian Blundell. He's in 18th. He's up 15. Tyler Williams is up to 12. Josh King is up 13. But the top 10 have really not changed much all night. So those guys there are going to be they're hoping to these cautions, they might be able to get this done on the 2 stops maximum.
Yeah, let's hope that they get some good green flag running happening at the moment, because we tend to get some greens and then I guess cold tyres and warm hearts of some of the drivers, and we're getting some earlier cautions. Our 3rd caution currently at the moment. We're only on 15 laps. We really only had, as Nigel, probably really give or take about 7 laps of green flag running.
That's right. So where pace lights are out, we're all lined up, ready to go again. Let's see how these nitro cars, if they go to the start of the box. I think they went middle of the box last time. I'm guessing they'd be all in the same chat. They'd be all talking to each other, working out strategy.
Yeah, we just can't see them at the start of the cars. It's literally just the black spot in the start-finish line.
Yeah. Oh, pace car's in. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing again on lap 15. 110 to go.
Oh, Josh getting the jump there on Dave. So
yeah, he's up to 2nd now.
Splitting the Americans. Dave dropped it back to 4th. He's side by side a little bit further back there with Jason. Jason and Dave. Aaron Borg's up 5 positions. He's lurking that P5 position currently at the moment, my friend.
And he's showing some great speed. Last week at Coda, he was fast, and when he won the X Series race, he was showing some great speed. And I think he was that's his 2nd start tonight, I think, in the Truck Series. So, yep, he's looking quick too. And so is Gary Wellman.
There. Yep, there's
Gary
right
Wellman.
there.
He's had a great run tonight. He's up there in P6. Sim Boys, I think, is the team he represents. Please rectify that if I'm wrong. I'm only going off memory there, of course, as we're starting to go string out into the single file, which once everybody settles down and gets into single file, we should get some really long green flag runs.
Yeah,
as we
absolutely.
Look,
there's Borgie, mate. He's making a run. You mentioned about it, getting used to these trucks, mate, and keep on trucking. He's almost dooring side by side with Jason. There's your leaders at the moment, the 342, the 31, and then Borg just getting his nose ahead.
Oh,
he can go up to the high side if he wants, but we have a caution.
Then yellow is out.
Shane! Oh. That always scares me when the cars come around the corner a million miles an hour and then they happen to see a slow 240 car. Let's have a look what happened to Shane currently at the moment. So the 240, I'd say, does he get into the 6? Gets into him? He comes down on the 6, yes. Oh.
Yeah, a little bit of damage there on the front right of that truck. He'll just.
This is an interesting one, isn't it? He comes down to him, but there's no. I mean, look, he's got the space. Or does the 6 come up into him?
I think the 6 might be came up into him there. By the looks of that,
that's a 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other on that one, isn't it? Because they both were kind of coming into each other simultaneously.
It's one of those. It's one of those ones where Phelps is trying to side draft as well, and they always get a little bit messy, those ones there, as they hit pit road once again.
Yep, after field. None of the leaders are venturing down there at this point. They're not going to wanting to give up track position just yet. I think that they are aware that the way that we are going on our 4th caution, that there will be a few more cautions for sure, so that it probably won't need to take a green flag pit stop.
No, but then you look at Brad Newman. He's staying out now after he's been down pit lane a few times to keep filling his car up.
Yes, he has.
So he's up. Yeah. He's up to 14th now. So he has stayed out this run. Carl behind him. He looks like his truck's all fixed up. He's ready to go again. I hope your voice is ready for next Tuesday night.
We do have another lap under the pace car. We have a couple of drivers that you can grab for a chat if you want. Well, a driver. I don't know if you want to chat to Aaron Dorman, who is...
we'll wait till next caution.
We'll wait till next caution. All right.
We'll wait till next caution, mate. We'll go through some of the... We'll pull up some standings. Let's go through the standings.
Yes, sir. I don't have the standings to show, but if you'd like to let us know...
I'll have to find them.
No
I'm a little
problem,
bit,
mate.
I'm a little bit, got screens going on everywhere at the moment. I've got no idea what's going on. And I can't even find my Discord screen. Yeah. Whoop, don't do that, because, oh, there it is there. Hang on.
That's all right. The lights around the pace car. You've still got a whole lap.
We still got a whole lap, okay. Rightio, yeah, Riley Curtis with his win. He's first in the standings. Jason Holdsworth, Ruben Phelps, Carl Wilkinson with his in fourth. Josh Micklemore is in fifth. Brendan Griffiths, he's in sixth. Aaron Borg is seventh. Angus Lawford is eighth. Aaron Dorman in ninth. Bradley Cairns rounds out your 10. So the first two drivers who are already locked in, Jason Holdsworth and Riley Curtis. So another driver is looking to hopefully get into the playoffs tonight. It's as simple as you win, you're in.
Yeah, April 24th at Dover will be the regular season finale before we start the round of 12 in Texas, where everything's bigger and better. I was there earlier. Is it the new Texas or the old Texas?
The new Texas.
Okay. I did the Legacy earlier today. That one was just as dark as this one too at night.
Oh no. So here we go, where pace car lights are out. He's going to head down pit lane, and we're going for restart number 5. Whoop, middle of the box there. He is away, and lap 21, 104 to go.
Good launch there from Zachary, isn't it? That's the advantage of being in that first position. You get that green flag call before the rest of the field. And I'll challenge you at the back here. Now, Aaron Ball really putting the pressure on everywhere. For 8 positions, game for the 43. Can he hold off Dave and Josh?
And this is the thing, like when you got a team that's in the same chat and they're all at the front, you can get that little bit of advantage at the jump because you know exactly when the lead car's going to go, which does make a little bit of difference. As we go too wide there with Aaron Borg, he is showing great pace in the is that Napa, is it? The Hella Care Napa car. One of it looks like his sponsors for this year is.
Look how bumpy it is when you come out of that turn 2, isn't it?
Yeah, out of turn 2. But maybe these trucks too, maybe there's not as much grip out there as they first anticipated as well. A lot of them would have thinking night race, plenty of grip. Maybe a lot of these guys have underestimated or overestimated the grip out there.
I'm also wondering if the drivers out there in the chat, and you can also let me know, mate, any of those recent updates that we've just had on iRacing. We know that there's something to do with, obviously, the net code situation, so if you start blinking a little bit too much, you will be forced down into pit road. But what about the handling model? Any of that was changed?
I've got no idea.
All right.
I have to read it. I've got it in my notes to read, but I must admit I've been a little bit busy with work this week that I have not had a chance to have a read yet, as they're starting to pan themselves out single file now. But Aaron Borg, he's dropped a few positions back. He's going to fit in there behind Jason now.
Yeah, single file for our leaders as we're getting a lap truck just to completely get out of the way as everybody sticks up close to the fence.
It looks like Jared Williams got his damage fixed. Everyone's going to go around.
Dave back in that P2, and I tell you what, that rear end of that truck was getting loosey-goosey there for a second. He held on.
So it's going to be interesting now. Like these guys that did push hard at the start, have they pushed too hard? That's going to be the killer as we starting to go too wide there between the 19 and the 30 of Matt Danson. Gary Wellman, sorry.
Oh, he scrubbed off speed big time there. You heard him left, and he just gets cars around the left, cars around to the right. Joshua King, how's that? He's up 14 places at the moment, looking to make that 15th of Gary making a little bit of a lift. Geez, at full speed here, you make a lift, my friend, and it looks like you're sitting on a freeway at 20 miles an hour.
And we've also got Aaron Borg as well. He's showing great pace, and Jamie Davis as well. He's up into the top 5 now, up 9 places. So he's going to be showing good speed later on in the run. Brad Newman's starting to make his way through the field. He's up 21. He's in P9. So he has a little bit more fuel on board than these other cars. So he can go a little bit longer into the stint than these others.
Zachary's led every lap of this race so far. David's been in P2 for most of them. There's a bit of a challenge in the background from Brad. Now, Brad has made a pit stop on lap 13. He's been down a pit road actually 4 times so far. But no doubt, I don't know if he's taken any tyres. It would be way too early to use a set of tyres up. But he's certainly looking to slice and dice his way back up to the field. 23 positions gained for Mr. Newman.
But for him, though, that's probably another 8 laps of green flag running. He could run more than what the leaders can.
Yep, that's true.
So that could be a strategy that he's thinking long term. He's thinking later on in the run, maybe that can be the advantage. And as Matt Danson, he's just going to squeeze in there. He's going to make that 3 wide. Oh, no, he's decided not to.
Probably a good idea for now not to venture in 3 wide. We've still got a long way to go, 97 laps, and you end up into the fence or into another truck. You don't want to go a couple of laps down if we continue on these green flag runs.
And as the field's finally starting to settle down and get into their rhythm, looks like Matt Danson will get that pass made this time by in the Altus Esports 30 machine. He usually is in the booth with us but he can't talk, so he's no good in here unless everyone does want it. He has getting a lot of love for his commentary though, Matt. He's been voted the sexiest man in sim racing commentary.
Sexiest man in sim racing commentary. Wow. You'll have to get an award made up for him there, Nigel.
No, I do appreciate the times when this season that Matt and Dave stepping up to do the trucks. I do appreciate it. They do a great job. They're getting a bit of a fan base, which is great to see. As Matt's finally going to get that the pass done. As Newman's now up into 7th. And Aaron Borg, he's hanging on tight to those. He's split the Nitro cars back there in 4th now. Jason Holdsworth, he's back to 5th, and Aaron's in there. And he's showing great pace this year, Aaron. His performance, in the X Series race was nothing short of fantastic. It was great to see. Everybody loved it. And who we got in the chat here, James C. The 237 is an absolute weapon. He's a weapon of mass destruction. Can't even think who the 237 is off the top of my head.
The 237, yeah.
And Jared Gilbert.
Currently running in P32.
2
lap down. 2 laps. 12 laps down.
So Joshua King, he's up 13 positions now. He's up into the top 15. He was looking for a good run this week, which is great to see for him.
Yeah, looking maybe to go 3 wide if the 105 likes to go down the inside apron. They're going for it. Look like, oh wow, this is heating up here, my friend.
Here we go. We're gonna go 2-3 wide. We're in the prime 100 machine of Sam Smith. If you need some good dog food, prime 100. I don't have a dog myself, but what my report says that it's pretty damn good food. So if you're out there, you want to try something new, give the prime 100. They sponsor these guys in the series, which is great to see. So yeah, give them a go. There's the Southern Stars of Andy Barber.
Give him the dog a bone.
He's up to 21st now. He's just with the Project 36 cars behind him. He's just rolling around. Like I said, he wants a top 10 finish tonight at least. He's had a couple of bad weeks, gotten a few bad crashes. He's been a bit down about himself, but tonight I think he can really show his pace because he is the champion of the series. He won the X Series champion in 2023. He was our first ever X Series champion. So he has got the speed. He has got the talent. He just needs to put some races together and he'll be fine. As we show the Altus Esports car of Matt Danson with Jamie Davis behind him. The battle for 6th, 7th and 8th with Brad Newman as well. Aaron Borg just above him. But these Nitro cars are just starting to break away from the field.
Yeah, big battle for P2, P3 and P4 there with Jason and Josh. Borg just a little bit further down the road from them. Brad Newman making his rampage up through the field. They're currently running in P6. Still no change between Zachary and Dave up the front. Further back in the field, there is a little bit of movement happening between the 7 and 51. Oh, Bradley and Kate? Dal? And Bradley Cairns, my apologies. Tay and Bradley, yes.
We've got some two wide actionals like Sam Smith, Andy Barber there. He looks like the 98 car has made the move. So
There's your Prime 100. You live on a farm. How do you not have a dog?
I'm not sure.
You probably have every other farm animal.
I've got lots of cats,
Yeah.
but my dog died. I was a bit emotional about it.
Oh,
I
okay,
haven't
fair
recovered.
enough.
So.
You had a dog, yeah.
Yeah, I had my. I actually had 3 dogs over my time. It started out as Buffy, then it went to Ruffy, then my last dog was Scruffy. And Scruffy
Right.
was my favourite dog, and I haven't recovered. And I couldn't get another one because no one will be as good as Scruffy. So.
Well, the next dog could be called Tuffy. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. As we got another pass here. Oh, what's? Oh, that was lucky with Ruben Phelps on the. I think that was on Andy. Ruben is back in 22nd position. Wow, that was close. We'll be back up the front now.
Yeah, Jason starting to reel these guys in currently at the moment. The number 8 truck you can see in the Toyota in the background. So, and now they're coming up to lap traffic, seeing we've had some good green running. That lap traffic will be the number 30 off of Shane Edgar, who doesn't need to completely move out of the way. Go ahead.
Yeah, he had some damage from that incident with Ruben earlier in the run, so he will be. We've got a wreck happening. Whoa, we got a car upside down.
Lid. That's 36.
We got the 910. He's gone straight in. He's got significant damage. Brandon will be having a headache after that one, I could imagine.
That's a tow too.
Let's have a look here. Going through the. He's just got loose. He's got loose in the drive.
No, there's the other car that's gone loose and it's got tagged. And watch this. We've got small children. Make sure they look away. Wow.
If we get another replay of that, we'll be able to.
There's the car going loose. Up in the fence, comes down, hits the 6, whacks straight into.
I reckon the 36 got loose, which then scared the other car.
This is Tyler originally. Oh no, Tyler's the 6 that gets clipped.
I think that's what's happened. I think the 36 has got loose and then has scared the car in front. Then he has reacted.
6.
And then I think it's...
No, there's another incident. If you look just a little bit up there.
Yeah. But I'm starting to wonder, just before that though, the 36 did get loose.
Yes.
Which then would have put the... So if we go to the
there's a 19. Car. Keep your eye on the 19 as well.
See, if we look here, he is loose there.
The 19 gets loose. Yeah, comes up, hits the 6. The 6 comes down and hits Brandon.
Yeah.
There.
So I think the 36 got the what's the black car? The 19 loose, which then got into the 6. And then the 54, he's in there as well.
Right. So this is Brad.
So as you come down, he is loose there.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
and he gets up into the 6.
And then
a couple of hard wrecks for the drivers, but that's it. As the drivers are 970 trying to get it completely out of the way, slams in at 36. 36 also driver was right up on his lid. So during that replay, we did see drivers take pit stops exactly. So they've gone in and out, and they've resumed themselves back into those positions. So our friends from North America of Dave and Zachary, but there's the switcheroo between that now. So Dave's got ahead of Zachary during those pit stops.
You got Holdsworth, Danson, and Newman in your top 5. So the paddle has just gone to a new level up the front with Mickamore in the mix as well. Aaron Borg. You got Davis, Powell, Dow, Cairns, Major, Carl Wilkinson, Withy. I hope I pronounced that right, Carl. You'll have to teach me how to pronounce that one when your voice is better. Ruben Phelps, Andy Barber, Blundell, but then it's Andy Rhymes in front of him.
KW.
And then Sam's Blundell, Smith, and Wellman's your top 20. Lights are out on the pace car. Down the back straight we go. We're going to go green once again.
Yeah. And Carl, I can't even fit your name in the timing tower, my friend. Well, we kind of get that Wilkinson Whitley in there.
So if you're watching out there, shout us a comment.
And give us a like and subscribe. Absolutely.
100%.
We're up to getting close to 3,000 subscribers. It'll be fantastic here for the Australian NASCAR community. And get your votes in for the sexiest voice in commentary in Australia as well, to award. We'll get him on the Semi Awards.
Pace car is in. We're going green flag racing once again, laid in the box, and we're away once again.
Immediate attack from Jason onto Zachary. So as Dave gets a good launch.
So here they are. They all get themselves back in the line. Just got Josh and Aaron again. Aaron and Brad having it going for another battle again, as they've kind of left him out for dry a little bit of draft. Oh no, he's back in now as Matt Danson and Josh Mickelmore team up together on the outside as everyone starts to fan out now once again.
Dancing down in the dog leg straight up to the top shelf from the yeah. He's gone to the top shelf where Grandma hides the moonshine from Grandma.
Yeah.
Look, he's just moving around the track everywhere. Matty's like high side, low side, whatever side. It is working for him a little bit, but you can see him there.
I wonder too, because that pit stop as well, he would have had to take less fuel on than the other car, so he would have went down. Did Brad pit that lap? I think he
did go down lap 42.
Yeah,
yes.
so he would have put some new tyres on that there, and he would have picked up a little bit of track position, knowing that that these guys had to put more fuel in, so he would have picked up a few extra positions.
They all took about a 15-second pit stop stationary in that last lap, which indicates to me that they did take some boots.
Yeah, so looks like the whole field took tyres that stop. So I think one more stop, and these boys will be able to make it to the end. As we look to the comments, Luke Betts, who turned dimmer switch down?
Yeah, it's iRacing.
We know it's dark.
Not us. This is completely. My graphics are fully maxed for iRacing, so it's an iRacing thing.
So if you've got a torch there, just shine it on your screen, and hopefully that might light it up a little bit more. As the battle up front heats up once again.
It is nice to drive at night with the conditions. Unfortunately, for spectating, it doesn't look so good. Perhaps there you go, Nigel. Do it in the dusk or something like that. It always looks fantastic in iRacing on these tracks. Actually, just in the late evening, in the afternoon. Actually,
well, we could, but the problem is we always follow the official schedule. So yeah. I'd love to be able to do the races like so everyone can see it better, but it's only fair for the teams and drivers that everybody has the same playing field with time. Date
weather as well, yeah, as you know, because it's 25. It's a lot cooler track temperature to have if you were during the day. So
that's right. As what's Josh Mickelmore trying to make a move there on Matt Danson up the front.
Yeah, Brad's right there, giving him a push along here, saying, "Come on, Yankees, move it along, my friend. This is Australian NASCAR series." Because we love both Dave and Zachary come in their times. At
it's very
5
early.
o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, depending where they are. Yeah,
we're always grateful for our international drivers that do join us. We know it's early in the morning for these guys, but for their commitment to the series, they get up nice and early to race with us. It's very much, well, we are grateful for it. So as we got a move just happening here between the 192. Oh, that was lucky. Wow.
Jamie Davis.
He was getting a little bit keen there. I think he just put the throttle off at the last second, which was, that did save him. But But as everyone's just starting to pan themselves out a little bit now as he goes back down there, he sends it in there.
Here comes Brad.
Brad's on the inside of
Zachary.
Sears. And look, they're going to go too wide here, and I think Brad will get the pass done.
I think you're right. He can come up now, straight on. It will give the 342 of Zachary a bit of a boost. Zachary may be able to come back on this one. And there's Brad. Brad's taking a P1 right now.
He's going to P1. Dave's having other thoughts about that there in the Mod Squad Nitro 311 truck. And Aaron Borg, he's still sitting there in the fight as well. He's just behind Zach there as well, so he's not out of this fight as well. It's going to be? It's a great battle, awesome battle.
Yeah, let's hopefully get some more green flag running so we can enjoy these battles that are you're seeing it screen right at the top end of the sheets.
And Zach's saying, "Yeah, nah, I want that position back."
He's saying, "Yeah, nah, yeah." He's learning Australian slang at the moment, going, "Yeah, Brad, nah, yeah, no," and trying to take it back exactly to remain that P1 and P2 from our friends from North America. Borg's now starting to pick up on the back of them, so this little three-way party is going to turn into a four-way party soon.
Whoop, as he's going for the lead. Pass for the is he going to make it? Well, maybe not this one, but he'll get the run. Brad will get the run here, then he'll probably make the pass coming out of 2, I would imagine, with that there, unless he gets a little bit, Dave gets a little bit of draft from his teammates, but Aaron Borg, he's right there. But the thing will be, though, how long can these guys keep this pace up? Too wide down the back straight.
And what's interesting is there's a lap car truck up the road too. So
yeah, I just noticed that.
Are they going to decide to go if they're going to continue to remain side by side?
See there.
In fact, Zachary might want to make this a three-way fight. Look at that, squeezed up into the fence from Zachary. He's going to be like, whoa, I'm going to lift off a little bit there, guys. That's a little bit too dangerous. Up the inside goes Borg now.
Aaron Borg, he's saying, I'm in this fight too, guys. Don't forget about me. And he actually might make... he's going for the pass on Brad too. He wants the lead. And sitting just behind these guys, Jason Holdsworth, Matt Danson, and Josh Micklemore, and Davis, he's loving it too. He's just thinking, if these guys keep fighting it out, I might have a chance later. And just going around the outside again is Zach again on Brad. Too wide.
This is fun. Good pace from the 45 truck. I think that's up the road there of Gary. They may be lapping soon. He's doing all right considering he's got nobody for a dancing partner.
That's 100%. As the rest of the field is starting to string out a little bit now, but it's not going to be... There's not much 2 to 3 wide. The sad thing is that at these types of tracks, cautions do breed cautions.
That they do, but at the moment, good wheel-to-wheel driving with these Centaurians around the battlefield of Las Vegas. And you can see behind it's getting antsy.
And as Matt Danson sends it down, he's singing, "What about me? It isn't fair." So he's put himself in there as well.
It isn't fair. I can't remember who sings that song, but yeah, fantastic, good musical reference
Shannon
right
Knoll,
now.
Shannon Knoll, I think, done it for Australian Idol. Zach was a bit loose coming out of that corner then.
This is helping Dave, isn't it? He's kind of pulling a little bit of a gap, half a second down the road there, while these guys are kerfuffling over P2.
And even though it may look on the screen that these guys are only just pacing, they are full throttle. They are not giving each other an inch. It's full on. As the battle between Newman, Sears, and Danson is heading up, and then Holdsworth is
look at steering.
Wow,
that's the side draft. You don't realise that till you're driving. I'm not a driver myself, but I've watched, spectated, and broadcasted enough races to see.
3 wide. Here we go. Danson sends it in. Danson's going to pass all of them.
Good possibility. Going down to the dog leg.
Oh, is this going 4 wide? No.
Yes, it is.
No.
I was going to say, I'd love to put a poll up in the chat saying, will there be a safety car in a second?
Wow. We're 3 wide down the back straight. Here we go. Oh, little nudge by Jace. He sends it down there, Brad. Well, we'll get through the rest of the field in a minute. We'll have to stay on this battle for the moment, though. This is hot. There's nothing in between these 6 trucks. Aaron Borg and Josh Mickelmore, they're having something to say as well.
Starting to get a little loose.
Oh, he's loose. Hold it. Oh,
yeah, he's
man.
Tucked back in there, and actually fantastic save there. Look at that. Meanwhile, Dave's just got a second gap over everybody else while we're watching this fantastic race. And so he's laughing. He's got a big smile on his face, looking at his mirrors going, geez, I would like to be back there, but I'm happy being in P1 right now.
And he'd be cruising too. Like, he wouldn't be using any of his tyres or nothing. These guys are here. He'd be in his rhythm. These guys here, though, there's no rhythm here. This is track position they're after. Nothing more. As Danson, Holdsworth, and Newman, they are. Yeah, there's nothing in it.
I'm just kind of wondering if you're right about Zachary perhaps burning up his tyres a little bit too much earlier. Although they did go down and pit stop and put some freshies on, but he's now dropped to P5. Remember, he was right up there on the tailpipe there. He was leading the race for the majority of the time. He's right there with Davey. Now he's going to see Davey up the road by a second and change, and then go, oh, what happened? Well, I'm now
they would be 23 laps into this run now on these tyres, so the tyre wear would be starting to take effect. So these guys, yeah, if you did send it too early, we'll be starting to get a little bit loose, especially on the exit of corner. So it looks like Zach that's a bit better. It looks like he's but that truck is loose.
He's got to hold on to it and try to continue to bring it home. 61 laps remaining, so we will be safe for sure looking at another pit stop in this race. These drivers have only taken, some of these drivers have only taken 1 pit stop. Matty's taken 7, and he's now cleared everybody for P2, but remember, he did those pit stops all under caution, so he didn't lose too much time.
There's a couple of battles coming out through the field there as well now, I can see, between Ruben Phelps and Aaron Major. It's in the 9th and 10th positions as we... Well, that looks like that pass has been done. Oh! Yeah, as we go back to the front of the field where the action is at the moment, as the car is heading down pit road there as we speak. Man, 31, Josh Mickelmore. These nitro trucks are very loose.
Gary's gone down, Wellman and Joshua King, so I'll show the little pit lane timer at the bottom. It'll give you an indication there. Maybe an undercut situation. If it continues to go green, we'll see how that pans out for them. Geez, a caution coming now will be absolutely brilliant for them. You just never know when it's going to come, if it comes.
That's right. So Danson and Dave have just got that little bit of a break now, as these guys are, at least I know that all the Nitro guys would be in the same chat. There's no friends when it comes on track. They race. Yep. As Brad Newman just sits behind them as well, as he looks like he's head to the inside.
And Oscar and what's his name? Moment this year in the McLarens. No friends.
Oscar and Lando? Nino Norris?
Yeah, Oscar and Lando. Yep. I reckon they're going to come together at some point this year as well, too. The way that they're going to be fighting to be number 1 in the team.
I 100% agree. As looks like the 8th car there.
For Oscar to win Melbourne. We haven't an Australian win an Australian Grand Prix ever.
Oh, it'd be great. It'd be absolutely awesome. One of the things I'm actually looking forward to seeing this year, especially in motor racing, is see if SVG can win one on an oval in NASCAR.
Yep, absolutely.
I would love to see that. That would be one of my little things for this year. I every time I watch the thing, always keep an eye out. I hope you can get a really good, even if a top 5, I'll be so pumped.
Oh, it's like Nigel Mansell it took him a while to get an oval win when he went to IndyCar.
Yes, 100%. So that will be my little thing for this year with motorsport, is if SVG can get an oval win, would be pretty awesome. I hope he wins all the road courses too.
Hope to see him back in the give me a little occasional race once the season finishes back in Australian NASCAR.
You never know. As Aaron Borg, we're riding on him at the moment. The battle with Brad Newman and Ruben Phelps. As we project 36, well, I guess this is my new seat. Enjoying the action.
Him and Brandon are watching from the infield care center. I hope you're all okay there at the moment. That's Aaron Dorman and Brandon, right? Yep. Sitting down in pit road, the two cars are. Brandon's been there for 18 minutes to change. I hope you got your medical checkout all clear. You good, mate? Grab yourself, sit back, relax, grab yourself a cold one and enjoy the show. We've got 54 laps remaining. Another scheduled round of pit stops for sure. If a caution comes out, I'm sure a lot of drivers may jump down there. But 54 laps to go, mate. That'll be pretty much stretching it.
Oh, no, Tyler. That was Tyler Williams.
Oh, Tyler. Sorry. My bad. Yep, Tyler is out on track, but... Oh, no. Tyler's retired. Sorry.
Project 36, Brandon, he's struggling to remember the day. Well, I have that problem every day anyway.
I'll tell you what, Matty's now closed that gap. Remember Dave had a gap, Dave was clear when everybody was kerfuffling. 1.5 seconds, down to half a second now. So Matty's just been chipping away there lap by lap, probably those last lap times. So at the moment you can see 31.5, 31.4. So Danson is moving. He's shaking and baking.
As these guys are a little lead now, over just 2 seconds now. But this is what happened, I think, when they just battled so hard before. But if we get a late race caution, man, this battle at the front is going to be hot.
Ooh, yeah.
And you will see 3 or 4 wide. There won't be anyone giving an inch. As if we go down the field a little bit, we'll see the battle of the family members happening here with Ryan and Andy.
Yeah,
father
you're right.
and son.
There they are. Yep, father and son. So who's the father and who's the son?
Andy's the father, Ryan's the son, and I think it's the whole family watches too. Their mum and dad watches. And
hello to the Barber family. Thank you very much for tuning in.
I think the grandparents watch too, so all these different generations. I remember Andy did a throwback livery to his old man's car last year, which was very, very special. That was for Father's Day. I think that was at Darlington, I reckon, off the top of my head.
Right.
Which was great to see as we got a bit of... we hit the wall then, the 7 car.
Calm down there, Bradley. This is not Darlington, my friend. You don't have to put a stripe here in Las Vegas on the fence. Hey, he's got the yellow on there anyway. The fence is painted yellow, so he's like, you won't notice.
He's just going to slide in, get the position done, and the 105 car of Aaron Major, he's just going to ride along the bottom there. I should drag him up for a chat when the next yellow's out.
But in green, mate. I love it, and Travis love him. Oh, here we go. So this is battling, resuming again. Jason Holdsworth and Brad Newman. Brad, remember, was one of the biggest gainers. Is the biggest gainer currently on the field, 24 places. But we're not going to be gaining too much like that, mate. Take that fence out and buy it some flowers, mate, before you start flirting with it.
The only thing that worries me tonight, who's going to pay the rent? Is it Andy or Ryan this week? I think Andy had to pay last week. I think it's going to have to be Ryan this week. So,
is that what the bet is on? Is it?
I think so. So if any of the family are out there, if they're watching, let us know what the go is and what's the bets for this week. As we got some more moves and position up the front here, looks like.
Matt, he's close now, mate. He's within striking distance.
Yeah,
of Dave.
Danson's on Dave. He's in that Altus Esports. Oh. I think the pass is going to come this time by.
I wonder how much Dave's going to fight that. He's not, is he? He's not.
Danson goes the inside and makes that pass, and he's going to take the lead with 46 laps to go here at Vegas.
Look at the tail end sliding out a little bit. It's just starting to turn into a little bit of a drift fest for some of these drivers. These tyres are absolutely baked. And I think that's probably the reason why Dave didn't put that too much of a fight. He's going, look, I'm starting to get a little loosey-goosey, mate. Matty, if you're a bit quicker than me, that's fine, but I'm happy to sit behind you and get a nice tow. Maybe a little bit of fuel saving as well.
But it all depends too, though. Like depends if you like a really hot, tight race car, or if you like a really loose race car. See, personally for myself, I like them when they're really loose, even on the longer runs, because you can got that little bit more control and a little bit more speed. That's a personal thing for myself, though. But some of these guys like it a tight setup, so it makes it a bit more steadier through the corners. As those guys, Dave and Matt Danson, they've got a demanding lead on the rest of the field. They'll be hoping for no more yellows, as they've got position for 13th, 14th, 15th between Ryan Barber, Dean Powell, and Tim Blundell.
Some more pit stops under green as well too. Sam Smith, Maxie Marshall's going in,
and Lawford as well.
Lawford
in the 20. Is it the 29? Or 130? Yeah, the 136.
136 is David Laura. Yep, Laura.
Yep, he's in pit lane as well.
Yep. So the Barber show there for Ryan and Andy is continuing. Dean Powell now is a little bit up the road from them. Oh, that's a hard lick into the fence.
No.
Oh. Who was that? Was that Andy? Yeah.
No, that was
Dean.
Dean Powell. He smacked that wall.
Oop. Dean. Yep. Oh, he wants it back too from Carl. That's the. Oh, that's not Carl. The 60.
Man.
No. Yes, it is. That's Carl. Sorry, my apologies.
Maxie Marshall just on the inside there of the car. Man, that was a hard hit. And man, they were lucky. As we go back up the front now, Aaron Borg and Brad Newman. These guys will be getting sick of each other by now, I would have thought. All last week at Coda. Now they're again together at Vegas.
Yep, sometimes you can't separate race drivers like Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost, isn't it, on the track? And
100%.
Just evenly matched on pace and driving style and pit stop strategies and all that jazz. They just love to work together. And there's Borg around the outside, trying to just get his nose ahead of the number 33. So somewhere along the line, there's going to be a 3 that's going to get a position gain between these two drivers.
As I think Brad's just going to let him have it. He's just going to fit in behind. Well, no, he's not. He's saying, nah, I'll do that for half a lap. Or one back straight, and that's it. I'm back in again.
Yeah, you notice that some of the drivers, Brad Newman's in. So, whoa, he's in. Oh, wow, Brad. Tell you what, my friend, that's an S.
That was the squad.
He's showing SVG how to do some drifting, my friend. But
the thing with Brad, he always goes for the
mate. Go ahead.
Brad always goes for the alternate strategy sometimes.
Yes.
He always tries something different, and he would have a set of tyres up his sleeve too. So now with Brad heading down pit road, this has triggered more green flag pit stops.
Bradley's decided now. He says, Brad, I'm another Brad, and I'm going to come down to pit road and join you. Because it's not a super speedway. You don't, it's not the end of the world to kind of come out by yourself. You won't see a lot of packs coming down necessarily.
And you got to remember too, you have to start braking on the racing line here. So communication with the cars around you is going to have to be critical. So there is not that caution, because you have to start braking on that on the racing line. As shout out to Davis, our rookie. He's having a great run tonight. He's sitting in 8th place, Davis, in the 192 car, 8.6 seconds behind the leader. As these green flag pit stops keep happening, Bradley, Marty, Andy Barber's down, Aaron Borg's down. He's called it in with just a lap after Brad Newman. So Brad Newman has started to trigger these green flag pit stops. Now, you wouldn't want to get caught a lap down here.
No, as you can see, some of the retirements on the race 2 on the timing ticker. I'm going to throw out that track map for a little bit. I know if you're on your phone or something, you might have to squint to see the numbers, but gives you a good indication of how spread out all the cars are on the track right now, and just tries to give you an indication of how it's all going to pan out when these pit stops, the final round of pit stops, you'd imagine 38 laps to go now. We'll slot these cars in.
Trent Lovell and Brian Blundell, they're in pit lane. They are now exiting. There's a few more starting to head in. Ruben Phelps he's on P6. He's now hit pit lane. Also with him, KT Dow. Jamie Davis is in as well. So these pit stops here are making sure that all the Project 36 cars look like they're making their stop. the getting in and out speed is critical. 1 or 2 seconds, or as Marty just
Lap
gets out of the
traffic,
way of
yeah.
Matt. If you don't get your pit stops right, you can lose 5 seconds easily, which then your race is over. So, as
Jason's in, Aaron Major's in.
now,
Yeah.
Matt Danson's coming in this lap. All of the
You
Nitro team is he's just called that out on his radio.
Oh, so I can't, but I don't put that on the broadcast too often because there's too many there's words. Sometimes the drivers might be shouting out, and we're a family-friendly stream.
So Dave,
gotta get this
Jason
right. Gotta get this
Holdsworth
right. He almost got caught off, didn't he, by the other
Oh
truck?
no!
Hitting the anchors. Now
That's going to cost him.
Yeah, what I want to say, the drivers don't practice your pit stops. I keep saying practice your pit stops, practice your pit stops, practice your pit stops. Not a lot of drivers do, but this is when it comes crunch time, as you mentioned.
So that will cost him 2 or 3 seconds, and I know that there's been the pit lane times. There's been some quick times so far. Jason Holdsworth he's been the quickest so far with a 41.85 on his pit lane. So
where are they going to come out? Are they going to beat Newman here? This is going to be interesting. Here comes Newman now. So he's hammering down to come around the finals couple of corners, start another lap. Now, Danson's coming out now.
Oh, here he comes now.
And here comes Newman.
Newman's got him.
Yep. No, Danson's here.
Have him.
Yep, and then Newman's going to be flying around the outside of him, of course, because he's going to build up speed. There he is. Bingo.
Here he is. So the early strategy, now he has to place the keepy off now, because his tyres would be, on my timing screen here, is six laps older than what Brad Newman's are. Matt Danson, sorry. As K Tatal, he's actually now hit pit
Finally
road.
went in. Exactly. So at
Josh
least he got
Mickelmore as well.
a lap or two for
Yeah.
for Dal. So that's we have a caution.
Yellow flag.
Wow.
Yellow.
Josh just went
Yellow.
in. Josh Mickelmore went just in there as we got a caution. I think it was Jared. So, man, some of these drivers would be like, "Why didn't it happen just a lap earlier?"
Jared Gilbert looks like the one that's crashed.
He mustn't be in. There he is. Oh!
Wow. No!
Who was that got into him at full speed? So he was blinking for a second. This is why I can't show the camera there. That's the problem. I'd say he's had a little bit of a momentary disconnect, and he's come back. iRacing's kind of trying to predict the car, and bang, his teammates just licked into him at full speed.
Has he crashed before that?
I'm going to rewind it, but I'm going to try to show you because when it just cuts the camera like that, I'm rewinding it back still. There. So that's all we've got up until he blinks. So this is obviously that's a disconnection, see? Car's gone straight up the fence. We can't see it. iRacing's kind of generated, where's the car going to be? It's come back down. And, nothing Jared could do. That's got to be a technical issue. And I'm not sure who his teammate was that got into him. It's one of those unfortunate things. It's just like having a car breakdown, isn't it? I'm just going to try to show you as soon as the car comes back up. There.
I'd like to know who the other car is.
I can't even see it because it goes so fast.
It was his teammate.
Does anybody let us know out there in the chat if you know who that was? Because I'm just going to have to go frame by frame almost and stop this. I can't see who it is. Okay, where it is. The 132. 152, yeah. Bang. Let's have a look at
Angus Lawford. He
had
nowhere to go.
So here's Angus just cruising along. Oh la la, he's just, bang. Whoa. And to him, it didn't even hit him.
So Angus is still out there?
Yeah. So this is because of that disconnection issue with Jared. It's probably said, look, that's just too unrealistic, and we're not going to damage Angus's car. So Angus
unless something happened to Williams's car, and that the way that iRacing's done it has been with the crash, Yeah, that's.
But Jared,
I've never seen that.
Jared's in pit road right now, obviously doing that damage. Maybe he's just not even in piloting that. Is he in the? I just can't see a pit lane if he's even in the car. Doesn't look like he is.
No, he's going to have a beer, I think, after that one.
Yeah. Wow. I've seen things that iRacing does every once in a while, but that's just predictability.
Yeah, pace car lights are out now. Reminder to everyone out there as well that Brad is on 6-lap older tyres than the rest of these guys here, so there's going to be a little bit of and Aaron Borg, he's 2 laps. He's got how many laps? His laps are 2 laps fresher than what Brad's are. Then you've got everyone behind on fresh tyres. So a little bit of keepies off here by Brad.
It's going to be a fantastic little 31-lap sprint to the end here, because they shouldn't need any more pit stops for everybody went in on that last lap. Unless a couple of drivers in the back didn't come down. They wanted to try to regain some of those laps that they are down.
But there is, all of the field has still got 1 set of tyres left too. So there's that late rate course, and they can all go and get fresh tyres. And away they go once again as the pace car lights are out. Yeah. Car goes in. 30 to go. Mr.
Barney's holding the black flag. Look, black flag.
Green flag in the air. We are racing once again.
Now that iRacing has fixed the flag ban, actually does the proper waving now.
Yeah.
That's an update that they did.
I did notice that. Aaron Borg, he gets straight down the inside. He leaves poor old Dave up there to drive. As the Nitro team get right behind their teammate now. It's Matt Danson's going for the lead on Brad. Those new tyres just a little bit stronger. Brad's not really fighting the issue at the moment. Aaron Borg, he's going to see if he can get it up the inside there.
Yeah, this is not over between these guys at the front, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
I wouldn't even count out Zachary in P6 as well, too, making late gains.
Oh, what's going on? Ruben, he sends it in there. He's going to pass Sam Smith there as well. He's having a really good run this year, Sam Smith. And don't forget, drivers, ANC, Sunday night, Auto Club, round 3. Going to be an absolute cracking race.
Challenge on Brad as Dave is trying to make his way back up to the front of the field. He doesn't want to let Matt Dancer get too far up the road, as he knows all about being too far up the road, because he's had a big gap before in the past in this race earlier, and certainly they're all going to keep each other very honest as Borg drops a little bit back to P6, but there's nothing separated between these guys.
And we've got some 2 to 3 wide action at the back there as well. The Bradley Cairns is there, Andy Barber and Sam Smith. They're rounding out your top 10. Ryan Barber's in there as well. Carl is having a good run there as well. He's in there on the inside. Coming back from that early incident that he had.
I'm staying back behind the catch fence for this one, because I got a feeling there's going to be a car coming straight at us soon.
And those fresher tyres, and this is what the teams and crew chiefs will be looking at as well, the fall off of how quick these tyres are, because Aaron Borg and Brad Newman on the back of those 4 cars at the front are on those older tyres. So they will be using that there later in their runners. We've got 3 wide here at the back here. Andy Barber, Sam Smith, Carl.
Dave going for it.
And Aaron Major behind them as well. Oh, Ryan sends it in there. Looks like he'll get that pass done. 2, 3 wide here at the back there. And Dill back up the front. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen.
Yeah. Oh, it's a battle for the lead, my friend. Yeah, it's Dave. Oh, yeah. Dave and Zachary. I told you don't count out Zach, mate, because he's now battling it out with Matty for P2. Fantastic. Dave's back at the front's going, mate, I've led the most laps, and I want to continue to do this because, hey, I put this baby on P2, and I wanted Zachary put it on pole, and he wants to get back up the front there. Matty wants to spoil their party. Jason Holdsworth. Borg, don't count him out, of course. Brad Newman, you know, the 33 can make some late charges, however. He is falling back a little bit currently at the moment.
And the good thing is, though, with that pit stop there, I wonder what changes Zach made to that truck to just tighten that up a little bit for this shorter run to this thing. As we're going 3 wide there at the back. Oh no, we're all settled down here now. We're back up the front again now. Jason Holdsworth makes the move then on Matt Danson.
Yeah, you might be right about that. A little bit of a pit stop strategy difference, isn't it? Well, it's actually Borg that boxed back on lap 87. Matty boxed on lap 91, as well as the other drivers up the road there, 90 and 91. But, the Americans are starting getting away with it at the moment, those two, leading 1 and 2. I think at the moment, when a push comes to shove, Zachary and Dave will work together, because they'll want to see USA the flag at the top of the timesheets.
And as we hit the 22 to go, these guys up the front, they go on hammer and tongs. They'll be saving a little bit tight, saving their tyres too a little bit now, because they would not want, if this stays like this, they would not want a yellow flag to come out.
Not if you start, if you start getting that nice little gap up the road like we started seeing before. Then definitely you shouldn't build up that much of a gap. You would have at least a 30-second, 40-second gap at most. I wouldn't go too much further than that. Otherwise, unless you're so comfortable with your truck and you don't feel you're doing too much tire dig.
As Aaron Borg is still hunting the back of that car of Matt Danson at the front, as we got the 2 wide with Bradley Cairns there. I see in the background. Ryan Barber. He's up to 8th. He's having a good run here. He's on the back of Brad Newman. Once again, we are talking fresher tyres as well. There's Michael Campbell. Is this the new lighting model? So dark and at points. Yeah. It's terrible.
Well, there is one thing of iRacing is that one thing I give them full credit for is that they focus 100% on the driver models, the cars, the realism and stuff like that. And secondary comes all the prettiness and the scenery. But they're working on a new graphic engine anyway, so I'm hoping that we'll get wowed by that in the future, as we're seeing a nice little battle brewing continuously between Ryan Barber and Brad Newman. Both of these big gamers.
He sends it in there. As we get to 19 to go now.
Borg and Phillips now, mate. So they're about 2 for now.
He's now up to 5th. It's one of those things, like, if you push too early, later in the run, these guys will just swallow you up. But then if you get that late caution, well, it can work in your favour as well, because then you can all go down and get fresh tyres on, and you're back on the same level playing field as Jason Holdsworth.
You're right, and also saving that set of tyres in the garage might be helpful if you do get that other caution and somebody else does not have those fresh boots. That'll certainly play a big factor, of course, once you re-rack them, restack them, and you can get early days, those tyres really come to life before you start sitting in the groove a couple laps later. So I've seen so many drivers make so many early gains with fresh boots, but that's all pending, of course, if you do get another caution.
And cautions breed cautions, I'm afraid. As Ryan Barber, him and Aaron Borg, he's up to 6th. Made the move then on Aaron Borg.
Yeah, he's making some gains.
He's on the back of Ruben Phelps.
So the whole Barber family out there should be cheering him on.
Here he goes. He's going for the path. He's going to get the 5th position, to get into the top 5. Just holding it strong there.
05 wants the 05. Phillips is a 06. He doesn't want the 06.
As Aaron sends it down. And also with this track too, they probably they know that getting down to their white line is probably the best line to save your tyres. So sometimes if you just keep them up there a little bit longer, they use that little bit more tyre, which can then go into your favour. As the 5 car of Andy, he wants to get up to P13. He's been showed up by his young fella at the moment. I'm not sure how that's going down in the household at the moment. If any of the Barbers are watching, please let us know. As we go back up to the front there now, we've got 4 cars, pretty much as Zach Sears, Dave, and Matt Danson and Jason Holdsworth. split away from the field a little bit.
Dave done a little Las Vegas stripe into the fence there. But,
yes.
No problems for the 311 machine. That'll buff out. That won't be too much of an issue for him. But now we're getting close to that 10 to go is when you really want to start pushing. Has Matty just backed off from leading this race a little bit, saved enough to start making a run here at Zachary and Dave?
And that 100% correct. And they're doing 31s at the moment, 31 1s, 31 2s, and the rest of the field are at 31 3s, 31 5s. So they have got that little bit of an advantage at the moment, but you never know. That late caution still coming. As you can see, some of these 2 to 3 car wide cars. Here we go.
I wonder if these Americans are working together and going, okay, Dave and Zach are going, let's make it difficult for Matty. Matty's going to have to go over.
Matty's hit the wall.
Yellow flag is out.
Yellow's out.
Oh,
Yellow's out.
It's Ryan. He's in the middle of the track. He might get T-boned.
No.
Oh, after such a great run, that Ryan would be done. I think we spoke too much about him at the moment. We've done a little bit of a commentator's curse for poor Ryan.
This is just throwing this race on its head.
So he saved it, but I didn't get any damage, I think, from Ryan. So that's, you always got to say the glass is half full, not half empty on that one. And I don't know if he's lost it on his own. Keep your eyes peeled on that 0-5 as he exits. No, he gets bored.
He goes down.
And he's just blinked for a second whilst he does that. So who got into him?
I think that's Aaron Borg.
I think it might have been too. Yeah, it's a 43. You'll see that kind of come up there, and it's always difficult this angle to see who's moving into who, but he just blinked for a second. That's why it goes black, unfortunately. And
yeah,
I can't believe nobody hit him here. Look at that. But kudos to all the drivers for avoiding that car at full speed.
Wow. Having a good run too, he was. Made some really good passes. Started in 19th, up into the top 5.
I'll tell you what, my friend, all the glimmer and the lights of Las Vegas, it's about to be happening, isn't it? You need
pit stops.
Yep.
Pit stops. Here we go.
Pit stops of pit stops. This is where you need to get it absolutely perfect. 1 second is going to cost you perhaps 2 positions.
100%. So here we go down pit road. Having those later pit stalls do help too, so you can just floor it on
Look
your
at all the
pit
tire
exit.
burnout marks there. They've added that too. I've never seen that before in iRacing. That's another.
Here we go. They're all in. All in their boxes.
3 drivers stayed out. Yeah. Maybe waiting patiently. They're taking tyres. Some drivers might only take two tyres and not 4.
Oh,
so
here we go.
Kate gets out ahead of him there. So Dave comes out ahead of Zachary, so that goes in the same position. Matty and Carl takes a jump. So there's Carl.
Ruben, and where's Ruben? There's Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Dean Powell, and there's Aaron Borg as well. So,
So interesting now, these drivers that didn't come in, all right? They're risking it for the biscuit with 10 to go. Track position is good, but you can't have, for them, they'd probably be hoping it'd only be about 3 laps to go to try to hold off. So Jamie Davis, Aaron Major, and Ryan Barber. What a gamble from these drivers. Kute took, I don't think he took tyres. We took only one side because he did a 9-second pit stop.
Yep, he only took, I say right side tyres only.
Yeah, and then of course you got Dave and Zach, which we know are super quick there with Matt. So do they have enough to get 4 places to overtake in 9 laps? Because we should, we'll go green at 9 to go.
Oh man, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for everyone.
As RJ says, a nice save out there from Ryan. It certainly was, because it still leaves Ryan in play currently at the moment too. Where is Ryan? I'm just having a look at the field. Ryan, Ryan's here. Ryan's in P3.
Yep. So. Yeah, Ryan's there. He stayed out after that.
Yeah.
Save that. I cannot believe he saved that. And no one else collected
anybody in the top 10 from winning this race right now, all the way down to Brad Newman. They've all got a shot at winning this one.
Who's your tip?
I still might give it to Dave or Zachary, because they've got I said they got the fresh boots.
Yep.
And they've got the pace. And that's all you need that combination with. But, of course, cautions breed cautions. There could anything happen at the front there. They've got to get the overtakes done. Time's leading not so much on their side. But I think these top three are going to have to drive the pants off these trucks to keep it on the track with maximum grip and that they don't have as much.
I'm going Aaron Borg.
All right. Go
I
Borgie,
just
mate.
think
So he's just outside the top 10. You reckon that Borg's going to pull the miracle off? You good?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. We got enough laps to go. We got enough laps. Green. Here we go. Green flags in the air. We're racing once again.
Some three wide action in the back here too, mate, already. Wow. Wow. This is going to be close. Four wide, gentlemen.
Whoa.
Some drivers are just getting out of it.
Yellow's out.
But that's not at the front here at the moment. And they might even be another caution coming after if these guys don't sort itself out, slow it down. It's the 152 that's going very slow on track. That's Angus Lawford there. And I can't see who else. We'll go back and have a look at that one. I don't know if Angus was a part of this one or he just slowed to avoid an incident. Oh, there it is. Ooh.
Oh.
That's the... See it now. Oh, you just smashed up your number. It's got a 9. Is that Joshua King?
And it looked like...
oh,
it
it's Dean. It's Dean.
Dean Power.
Yep. Let's have a look. Dean's got massive speed coming through the middle, and I don't know if he realised he didn't have enough to jump back up in front.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go back in a second. I just want to finish this one because Ryan's taking a pit stop right now during this caution. Nobody else has. So Ryan Barber, that was in that P3 position, is going to drop like a 1929 stock exchange. And I just want to replay this one. Gets up into the fence, doesn't he? And so this
it looks like there's
here.
A few. Yeah.
Ooh, that's close.
I don't even think we're at the start of the finish line there yet, are we? Oh no, we are.
Yeah, we are.
That's Tim. Yep.
And thankfully, nobody else avoided Dean, so that's everybody else points at the right direction, and that's how a replay. Now with the showdown, Jamie's still in the lead now, but Dave in P2 because of that pit stop from Ryan.
There was a few cars that be interesting to restart that one that didn't hold their position, so that was something that the admin team and the race review team we'll have to look at after the race.
So let's have a look at these pit stops at the moment. Jamie, last time we went down there, lap 89. Davey, last time we went down there, 116. Aaron Major, last time we went down there, lap 90. Maddie, 116. Brad Newman, 116. Zachary, 116. Katay, 116. Carl, 116. And Borg, you picked 116.
6.
So 2 of those drivers at the moment that are offset with the pit stop strategies.
And what a run by Carl. He's in the top 10 once again. I think he's 3rd in the championships as well. He's having a great season in that for his new team too. He's got a Valve Esports, I think he drives for now. He was pretty excited when I spoke to him during the week that he's driving with the team. So congratulations there, Carl. You're having a great run. You're up to 7th, up 17 spots.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is going to be an interesting restart because Jamie's he's gonna have a crack. He's got older tyres, and so does Aaron Major. Then you just got this tsunami of 15 to 20 drivers on tyres that they came in 5 laps ago. So yes, I'm not sure what's going to happen here.
But Nigel, this is great news for the like of Jamie and for Aaron.
Yes,
because they are loving these laps being clicked over under a caution because it's more breathing space for them knowing these other guys probably have the fresher rubber, will have a little bit more pace and grip to get the overtakes done. But once again, time is not on their side. So Jamie's loving this. And hey, if you get another caution, he's probably going to love it even more.
And this is his first season too, so he'll be probably a little nervous up the front then, knowing what's behind him.
Yeah, mate, but you got to trust in your confidence. You've done it before. You've done these laps. You just got to put your pedal to the metal. You just got to put your head down. Don't worry about really too much what's happening around you. You just got to sprint yourself to the line with 4 laps to go.
Pace cars in. We're green flag. 5 laps to go.
Calm before the storm, my friend. It feels like I'm waiting for the cyclone to hit Brisbane at the moment.
Same at the moment as we go 3 wide there with Aaron Borg, Ruben Phelps and Carl.
Oh, he's got
well.
blocking.
The big block. And Matt Danson and Zach are through.
Yeah, Jamie
it was
dropping too much, isn't it? He didn't
need
more.
It was going to happen.
It needed less laps really on this, but this resumes this battle between Dave Mattner and Zachary. A little bit further back is Brad Newman. Here's the Americans back to the top of the timesheets again. Matty's the only one that could kind of spoil this party. 33. Keep an eye out there for Brad Newman's too, mate. You know that he can push comes to shove. He can find an extra gear.
And then Aaron Borg, he's in the top 5 there too.
Yeah, you call that.
Andy Barber's up the 5th. Carl, that's not Carl. Carl's dropped down to 13.
There's a wreck in the background.
Yellow.
Across the start finish line too.
Oh, it's a big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 10 cars involved with that one.
Oh, it's Ryan as well. So he didn't get the luck this time.
We got carnage.
So keep an eye. It might have occurred up the road here, but yeah, it did.
Yeah. That's
51.
The 51
Whoa. of. I believe I can fly.
Kute Dow. If we just go back, we might be able to.
Just gonna see I'm looking for the 51. Can't see the 51.
Oh, he's airborne.
Who? That's the 05, yeah.
Ryan's in the air. The 86 or the Blundell, he's around the opposite
so we'll have
direction.
A look at full speed here for Ryan. It looks like it was an innocent bypan on this one. That's where the cars come together at the moment.
Did he get loose? If we go on board with the 51, I think it was just he got loose. Here he comes now. Yeah, but he's just
cold tires.
Ruben's just got through. Whoa!
Who was that one that went up right up into the air?
It was one of the Project 36 cars.
So we got Tim Blundell, maybe. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Tim.
He's just checking
Tim
out.
Believes he can fly. Who needs downforce? He says.
So yeah, just got a little bit loose. He got very loose there. The 51 and couldn't hold it, and yeah,
Brad Wright,
Marty Mitchell, Ryan Barber, Brian Blundell, Kate, both Blundell brothers. Brad Wright was involved with that one as well.
Yeah, this is scary, of course, coming around the corner flat out because you only got 3 to go here, and then just sees this. Almost got through there. He did the right thing. He kept it gassed. That's all you can do. At that point, you don't want to slow down because the cars have got absolute momentum all over the track, and that's all she wrote for perhaps the last caution of the night. 3 to go, so we'll restack them, re-rack them, and reset with the green-white checkers.
Checker. We've got 3 of them tonight.
So that's the first one done, or if we just started the first of the green-white checkers?
No one's going to pit road.
I think it's too late now, mate. It's going to be a call there from Dave. If he was to go down, perhaps some of the field might elect to follow him, but that's a big gamble. You're just going to give up your track position with a sprint with 2 to go, essentially, at that point. And once again, these drivers have to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight and see if they can get it. So will it be a USA 1-2? Or can Matt Danson, Brad Newman, you even said Aaron Borg and Andy Barber spoil the prize? Andy Barber's there, so there's the number 5 machine. Somewhere along the line.
He's struggled with form lately, but let's just say that he always think that you're not always one day away from getting back to where you were, and he's always consistent. He's always there at the end, and here he is once again at the business end of the night. He's alongside Aaron Ball, who is quick. We got Aaron. You've got Ruben Phelps behind him, and Jamie Davis. He's got the older tyres too. He's behind them as well. But these top 7 cars, any of these can win.
Got some fans out there too, because RJ says come on AJ. And AJ, I would definitely have to say it's Aaron J. Barber.
I believe so.
So he's got the fan club out there giving out a little fan boost. See if we can get him a little bit, 20 kilowatts of power to jump his way to pass another 4 trucks up the road to get this one done. But it's going to get past those American duos, which I think
Pace
are
car
working
lights are off
together
too.
to make sure they steal that one too.
I think they are. But then we got all of these cars behind that are saying, no. We got something to say about this. As green flag is in the air, he goes early, which then makes the room for Matt Danson to try to get on that inside. That's 2 to go. 3 wide. Andy Barber, he's just on the outside. Brad Newman. But poor old, looks like Zach has been left to dry. No, his teammate then goes back up. We're going 2 wide.
Yep, there's a couple more corners to go, and this will confirm the final lap of this race, so no more green-white checkers.
Once we get that white flag, the next flag finishes it.
Yep, that's it.
I've got it.
Matty putting the challenge on. He got past Zachary. He's only got one more truck to go, and that's Dave leading this race. Gave him a little check-up at the moment. It's going to scrub speed. He's going to be under pressure from the rest of the field. I think Dave's got this one.
Aaron Borg turns it up there, makes it 3 wide, I think. I think Dave's got it.
Dave's got it, yep. That's squabbling.
Dave's got it.
He's got it.
Dave wins. Oh, he wins just at Vegas.
And Matty will spoil the American 1-2 party and steal that P2 away. Zachary holds on, eventually gets that final podium step. Brad Newman gets the P4. Borg, as you said, picked to win that one, mate. He does squeeze in there and get P5. Ruben Phelps, and we'll go over that order, of course, in a second. But, wow, what a sprint to the end here in Viva Las Vegas. Never fails to deliver.
What a cracking finish to the race. Dave just held on. I think another lap, and I think that it would have been... He only just held on, though. Matt had that great run on the inside. He just went high. He had the push there from Brad Newman and Aaron Borg behind them. Oh, just.
And there he is, my friend, celebrating here. Elvis Presley has not left the building. He's waiting to spray champagne all over Dave in Victory Road. All right, let's get our race results. He parks it right on the line.
Dave O comes home with Nitro Racing for the victory tonight. Coming home in second, Altus Esports, Matt Danson. Third was Zach, representing Nitro Racing. Fourth, Brad Newman, representing Lobs Esports. Aaron Borg, fifth. SRM's Ruben Phelps in 7th. Andy Barber back into the top 10 with a great finish for Southern Stars in 7th. Bradley Cairns brings it home in 8th. Trent Lovell brings it home in 9th. Brandon Nate, your top 10, Sam Smith. Jamie Davis, the rookie for Project 36, bringing it home in 11th. Another fantastic top 15 finish for Carl Wilkinson with him. 13th was Aaron Major. 14th, Marty Mitchell. 15th, Josh Mickelmore, after having a strong start to the night. 16, Steve Gerber. 18th was Ryan Barber, after showing great pace early on. Got caught up in a few accidents at the end. 18th was Brian Blundell. 19th was Jason Holdsworth, who finished 2 laps down. Shane Edgar, Katay Dow, Tim Blundell, Maxie Marshall, Angus Lawford, Dean Powell, Brad Wright, Aaron Dorman, David Lawler.
Yeah, next page. So we have a stacked grid.
Next page, Jared Gilbert, Gary Wellman, Joshua King, Luke Patton, Brendan Griffiths, and unfortunately an early night for Tyler Williams rounds out in 34th.
Yeah, Nigel didn't bring his car home. He was sitting up here in the booth.
He's still sitting in the truck. I might get it out next week.
What a white lap sprint to the end of that one. We'll see if we get a chance to have a chin wagon to any of the drivers. There's the 3-1-1 of Dave. After that late caution restart, we managed to get past the first of the green-white-checkers, and Davey had control of that one. Good attack there from Matty it was early, isn't it? And before coming around there, but it just almost got in to the tailpipe there of Dave. Had to lift off a little bit, and then the battle for P1 was over at that point. It was all about defending against Zachary and Brad.
It was, but you give that another lap or two, and oh man, I reckon we would have had a 3 or 4 wide finish at the end. What a way to finish the night.
Absolutely.
So we better
you're getting 10,000 messages on your Discord here in the background.
I know it's going a bit cray. It always does after the race, but that's okay. So who do we have to get in first? Who finished third?
Zachary finished in third, yes.
Zach, congratulations on your place tonight. You got a little bit loose there in some of those long runs. Was that using your tyres up a little bit too much, holding off the competition tonight?
I wouldn't say it was holding off the competition. It was just, I would say it was a bit of driver issue. Just burning the stuff off. It's just weather's different from officials a little bit, and just adjusting the car. We made no adjustments from what we ran for the shop sets, so it was kind of a gamble, and the long runs kind of got sketchy there.
And tell us about that battle up the front, which was pretty much all night. There was 5 to 6 cars that you guys were going hammer and tongs at each other all night. How much fun was it out there?
It was definitely fun. I was more scared of netcutting somebody or getting into somebody hard enough to wreck them. I know I got hairy a few times with Brad there a few times. I think it was off of 2 into 1. It was kind of sketchy. I just kind of had to hold tight enough to get the side draft, but make sure that I didn't turn them.
And it looked like after the second pit stop, you made some changes to your car, so you didn't seem to have those loose moments that we saw maybe through the second stint. Was that something that made you have the car a little more confident going into these green-white checkers, knowing if you did make those few changes that you had a better car at the end?
Yeah, setting up for green-white checkers is kind of difficult because you got to make sure that you can. I mean, around Vegas, you can flat-foot it pretty much for about 15 laps without getting loose. With the track temps, it was kind of difficult to set up. Like I said, the track temps differ from officials. We're about 10 degrees cooler than officials. So setting up for green-white checkers, you kind of know the knowledge from officials, but at the same time, it's kind of a gamble and just hope that you get it right.
Well, congratulations again for your third place. It was great to watch you guys up the front. Shout out to family, friends, sponsors.
Yeah, of course, Nitro Racing, BMK Logistics, Heatfinder, the Mod Squad, and Great Bay Racing Components.
We're just waiting for your car to come into the light so we can actually see it, because the track is absolutely horrible. I was going to ask you, can you see anything at all? One part of the track, the start-finish line, is completely pitch black.
It's actually a lot better in the car.
Right.
I don't know if you go on board if it's any better.
Yeah, it does actually look better on board, yeah.
But from what I'm looking at on the broadcast, it's a lot brighter in the car than it is on broadcast.
Well, congratulations once again, Zach, on your third place tonight, and we'll probably see you next week at Homestead.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
And there was Zach. Let's bring our second place in, Mr. Matt Danson. Matt, congratulations on your second place tonight. Tell us a little bit about your night, if you can, with your voice. I'm hearing you're a little bit crook at the moment.
Yeah.
How did you get along? It looked like the pace at the front was absolutely red hot.
Yeah, I mean, the intention was to not be in the booth so that I wasn't having to talk too much, but the pace was definitely I mean, it was interesting because I had like an issue where it didn't want to fire on the initial start, and I was stuck on the grid trying to reset back to the pits so I could get the buttons working, and then in the process of being parked on the pits, had some trucks just drive straight through me, so that I had damage from the start, and obviously with the fact we had a bunch of yellows, I was able to get at least what was repairable repaired, but then as the pits told me, there was a bunch of unrepairable damage. So yeah, I was carrying that, which I definitely affected the short run speed, and it was super tight. So I chucked a bunch of adjustments at it to loosen it up, and went too far with that, but then just sort of rolled those back a little bit, and it hit a really nice sweet spot. And I usually get around this joint pretty okay. So once it went to the long run, I felt comfortable at that point, and got to the lead. And then it was sort of my race to lose from there, and I managed to lose it, but not without trying.
Well, the thing is, I noticed tonight that you may not have had the short run speed of the other trucks, but your long run speed was next level. So if we didn't get those late cautions, you was in the box seat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like even with that yellow, like I mean, well, if we hadn't had that yellow, obviously we had the green flag stops, and then a yellow came not too long after that, or almost immediately after, I think. If we hadn't had that, then I was pretty confident that it was just going to cruise home, obviously. And then even with the yellow and sort of restarted, we still had enough laps that I was able to kind of bide my time. And just as it was heating up between myself and Zachary and Dave, I think we actually were in the middle of a battle for the lead at the time, and then a yellow came out, and then it was just a rash of yellows, and then a bunch of those trucks that stayed out. And it wasn't ideal. Obviously the racer in me was getting pretty heated with all of the yellows, because I just wanted to get after it, and I as well felt like my advantage or ability to really battle was falling away. But we still gave it a decent crack at the end. I a little bit dirty on myself for that. I think it was T1 on the white flag lap. Or I thought that I had a little bit of. I thought I had the nose on Dave, and he took the corner, and definitely on replay, I'm glad in a way that I didn't just jam it in, because I definitely didn't have enough overlap to really be claiming it. But by the same token, I got out of the throttle big time, because I just didn't want to run over him and wreck him. But I probably should have just stayed in it and tried to push him through the corner and hope for the best. But it would have given me more of a shot in T3. But I know, I think in my old age I tend to overreact in those situations where I think I'm going to wreck someone and sort of back out of it. But I need to get more of that dog about me, and just go for it. So we'll see what happens.
We
next
saw
time.
that actually, because I actually mentioned that in the broadcast. You saw that you had the opportunity, and then it's here, and then you left it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And DD10 out there says you've gone soft.
I definitely, I think that's true. I probably the Matty D of 5, 6, 7 years ago would have gone flat out, but that's all right. Next time we go flat. So whoever's in front of me, look out.
Well, congratulations again, Matt. I can hear that you're really struggling there at the moment, so I'll let you do your shout out to your sponsors and friends and family, and you go rest up, ready for Sunday night.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully my boss isn't tuning in and criticising my pushing on with the race, but nevertheless, obviously Altus Engineering, that's the set I was running. It's the same one from last year. I didn't actually get a chance to because I was late. I was holed up in bed, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go have a race. So I didn't get a chance to see if we've got an updated one, but just goes to show obviously the quality that it's still got some speed about it. So grab the Altus Engineering pack from VRS for sure. All you boys, unfortunately, and Dave as well, that we weren't able to be up in the booth tonight, but I'm sure it was a quality broadcast nonetheless.
I tried.
Yeah, I have faith. I have faith.
Nigel had the cows mooing. Don't worry. Well, you see, you guys are the other performers. We just went to
Normally I
cameras
have
and
the
talk
crickets
about
in the
it.
background. Crickets have taken a hiatus, I think. But yeah, so you guys, everyone in the league and everyone involved in racing, I think it was good. I think the truck series, I had to check myself at a certain point in time because I was sort of frustrated, like I said, with some of the yellows. But I think we've got to remember that this is obviously like a development, type series, and there's a lot of guys that are new to this type of racing, and hopefully having people like Dave, Zachary, Brad, Aaron, super fast, Ruben, these other guys that have experience, hopefully getting to go up against them, and Jason as well. Actually, I forget Jason because he lagged out, which is unfortunate. But hopefully with these boys going up against those types, just helps develop them and gets them more acquainted with this type of racing. And then, those yellows that we see now will be a thing of the past, sort of come the latter part of the season. But yeah, it was fun to be part of.
Yeah, 100%, Matt, and that's one thing that the truck series is about. With the way that the structure of the E-Series is these days with the A&C and the X Series is that we want the newer drivers to jump in the truck series first to get themselves acquainted to oval racing if they haven't done too much of it, and then they can start moving up into the Xfinity Series, and then when they get better and they get more confident, and they can then move up into the A&C Series and qualify their way in. So you get 100% right.
Yeah, spot on.
No.
But I'll get out of here because obviously you got to talk to the winner now, even though I'm dirty. It's not me.
Thanks, Matt.
See you, boys.
There was our second place.
Well, he gave it a fight. He gave it a fight, absolutely. But,
now let's bring in our winner, Dave.
Dave O.
Dave O. Congratulations on your first place tonight. You had a fast truck. It looked like you made a few adjustments there during the race. Tell us about your night.
Yeah, definitely had to make some adjustments there. But overall, I mean, just fun race. Besides, after that string of early cautions, we got that green flag run, and we had a big old brawl and battle up there at the front. I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 trucks side by side, just going back and forth at it. So that's just one heck of a battle and fun.
It was one thing I did notice all night, Dave, was that there were 6 to 7 cars at the front. How hot was it at the front? We asked the other guys the same question.
Nobody was giving an inch. We were all going for it. My plan was kind of, if I could stay in front and they can kind of get bottled up behind me in battle, which, it did, fortunately for me, end up working out that way. I was able to get a bit of a lead, but I just burned my stuff up there, and Danson's long run speed on that one long run we had before those green flag pit stops, he was going. So shout out to him on having great long run speed, but that was just a fun battle.
And then that was one thing that we saw during the night, especially with Zach as well. Zach was very loose earlier in his run, and then during the later parts of his run, he seemed to do adjustments and he got a little bit tighter, and you could see he had better run speed. Did you have to do the same changes as Zach, or did you feel more confident with a bit of a looser race car, or how was you happy all night, or you knew that you just had to wait for those cautions to catch Danson?
Oh, I definitely had to adjust on it. I was way too loose out front there at the end of that first run before the green flag pit stops there. We had to, tighten it up a little bit for that, and then we had that later caution, so then it was take all those adjustments out and just loosen it up for a sprint to the finish there. So definitely had to adjust on it and work on it though to get it there to the end. I'm not really sure if I would have had much for Danson had we gone green after the first caution after our green flag pit stops, because it was right on that number where I really started to fall off. So I really hit those adjustments on the money.
It was fantastic to watch all night, all of you guys battling out in front, and as Matt was saying before, it's great for the newer drivers in the series to see you guys go hammer and tongs at the front, and it gives them the inspiration that keep practicing, keep getting better, and they can be up the front with you guys as well. So it was great to see all night. But congratulations once again, Dave, and shout out to the teams, sponsors, family, friends, whoever you want to have a shout out to.
Yep. Shout out to Nitro Racing, actually for the setup. Provided a good setup tonight, and definitely fast. See with the group of us Nitro guys up there at the front. Shout out to Mod Squad, Heatfinder, and BMK Logistics.
Well, congratulations once again to Dave, and we'll probably be seeing you next Thursday night at Homestead.
Schedule permitting. It's very now early in the morning here, so.
You got
We'll
daylight
see if
savings
I
now. Does
can
that change
work
anything for you, though, Dave?
Yeah, it pushes it an hour further. So for me, I think we started at 5 a.m.
Yep.
I think when you guys move forward here shortly, it'll be 6 a.m. So it might be easier or harder depending if I stay up or just go to bed and wake up early.
I'll just keep winning races. Yeah.
No, well, congratulations again, Dave, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
There was our winner, Dave Vo. Well, Dean.
Yeah.
That's our night done.
It was a cracker, wasn't it? Out of the shadows and into the spotlight, of course, here at Viva Las Vegas. Davey gets the job done there on Matty with the late charge that you heard from as well, too, with Zachary finishing in that P3. Of course, it's not over. We've got more racing coming up with the ANC on Sundays. But for this schedule, of course, we will be at Homestead, Miami, a great track, of course. So I'm going to go from the deserts of Las Vegas over to the beaches of Miami for next week's race, mate, to 126 laps of that big one. Same time, same network, same place.
It's going to be a great net. And we also got, ANC Sunday night. That's coming live from Auto Club, which will be same time, same place, live here on the Australian NASCAR eSeries networks. We've also then got X Series Tuesday night here back at Las Vegas for the Xfinity car. So I hope everyone can join us then. It's been an absolute cracking night's racing. We'll probably see you all on Sunday night.